trying to remember. This is Richard Jenny. I'm trying to bring back the experience when he looked for me in the hall of Comedy Works. I'm trying to remember details. It's been so long. It was 17 years ago. So it's hard for me to remember certain things. Like when I turned over, I was in the wall of Comedy Works, looking at his picture on the wall. And I was standing in there. I was only 130 pounds, the most, if I remember. I was wearing a black suit. My hair was long, and I was standing in there looking at his picture. I don't know what brought me there that night, but I had no clue who was going to be the comedian. It just was all accidental. Then Richard Jenny uh, called my attention. I can't remember if I know my back was facing him. If I turn over or he touched my shoulder, I can remember how. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Okay. He was walking from the place, the salon where they wait. He came out of there. I knew this later. What was that? But oh yes, he called my attention. I was giving my back. I remember now. I was giving my back, and then he either called me something high there, and I turned, or he touched my shoulder. That part I cannot remember, but I know when I turned, I saw his face, and that I can forget because I saw his big dark eyes looking at me with attention, just like he shake hands there. Let me see right here, like that, just like that. He like that, and then he looked at me straight in my face, in my eyes, and he saluted me, and he said, "How are you?" Like if he knew me, How are you? And then my name is Richard Jenny, and he told me, "You look great." And he looked at me up. He took my hand and he looked at me all the way from my face down to my body. He looked at me up and down and he said, "You look great." And then he started asking my name, and he asked me if he wanted to come with him to the salon, to the place, the waiting place where they wait before they do their comedy. And for some reason, I never stopped and tried to remember the little details of the encounter. I know he said, "You look great." He talked about my body. He said, "You got a very unusual body," something like that. You're pretty, and you body. I love your body, something like that. He said, "Yeah," he said, "I love your body." So anyway, we went into the room and started knowing each other. And then there was some other encounters after that. It's been 17 years, and I am very forgetful. But gosh, I look at him and I think, I just can't believe, that I hold him in my arms. Yes, we did. I hold him in my arm. I hug him. Actually, the first day I met him was the best because he didn't look tired. He was very alert. After that, days after that, when I met him in comedy work, he was really looking tired, sick, and worn out. He told me it was the stress of the trips and the performing. He was busy all the time. As he wrote to me a few times through the internet, I got copies of it. So anyway, just remember, Richard Jeni, I feel like it was an opportunity that I lost. Oh, okay.